I'd like to call the May 2016 meeting of the Board of Education to order. First, we'll start with an invocation. Ms. Etheridge.
Good evening. As everyone knows, this week is Teacher Appreciation Week, and I want to thank all of our teachers and staff for the wonderful job that they do for all of the students of Currituck County. And this is a little poem that I found that goes hand in hand with Teacher Appreciation Week. Our children all need great teachers like you. You once had a choice, and you chose to teach. And every day, it's our children you reach. You make the difference in the life of each child, those that are quiet and those that are wild. It's the way you teach. You do it so well. They look up to you, and they think you're swell. You teach from your heart, that's plain to see. They think you're divine, as we all agree. Please never forget and remember it's true. Our children all need you, great teachers like you. We appreciate you and we value your time. And if you should forget, please reread this rhyme. Thank you very much.
Next, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, and it'll be led by Sydney Christian, one of our student school board members.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our school spotlight this month is on Knott's Island Elementary, and I'll introduce Tommy Wilson, principal.
Good evening, board members. I'm Mr. Stefanik. As the year slowly comes to a close, the next month or so, I'd like to say we've had a great year at Knott's Island Elementary School. Our staff and students have done a phenomenal job this year, putting forth their best efforts. And tonight we have a short presentation to show you, to kind of give us a year in review. We've had our teachers do the talking this year, and we've got a little bit from every aspect of our school. And at this time, we've got a presentation. Hope you enjoy.
At Knott's Island Elementary, teachers don't confine learning experiences strictly to the classroom. Knott's Island staff provide the opportunities for students to experience learning in fun and engaging ways.
Ms. Finch's fifth grade students study the weather by observing various cloud formations and using a portable weather station that measures and records daily rainfall amounts, barometric pressure, as well as wind speeds. Students have also begun expanding their ability to self-pace their individual learning using Kahoot, Quizlet, Quizlet Live, and Google Drive on their Chromebooks. The hands-on study of cells incorporated the use of microscopes and virtual cell sites. Students wrote limericks, selfie poems, stories about the life of a water drop, monkey for a pet, law of motion, and a freedom essay for the local VFW.
Ms. McLeod's fourth grade students explored their creative writing skills by creating their own legends and folk tales about Knott's Island. Have you ever heard of the legend of Johnny Willis? Well, just ask our fourth grade student, Kaylee Mathis, and she will tell you about that legend. Collaboration isn't just for our students. The Create an Animal project combined art classes with Mrs. Garner and research and technology classes with Mrs. Haskell to expand their science lessons in the classroom. Students also did an author study and created a new cover for their favorite book and author.
This year, Ms. Gibbs' third grade class worked on problem solving and teamwork through STEM challenges. These challenges were based on a different children's book. Each week, students were combined in small groups to create or design a product. There were very specific rules to follow in order for the challenge to be successful. The students looked forward to their challenges each week and made a lot of progress in working together to solve problems through STEM.
Mrs. Roche's first and second graders exchanged monthly pen pal letters with Miss Gay's class from Jarvisburg Elementary. These pen pals were able to meet up with each other for lunch at the Currituck YMCA. This was a great opportunity for students to learn letter writing and communication skills. Representatives from the Outer Banks Wildlife Center presented wonderful hands-on lessons on whales and life cycles. Mixed-up animals were created in teams during science and writing. The teams then presented to their fellow classmates. During the month of December, guest readers shared their favorite Christmas stories with the class. Staff members, as well as Mr. Stefanik, came in to read. A class favorite was Mr. Gary Anderson, who dressed up as the Christmas tree man from a Cynthia Ryland book.
Mrs. Olson's kindergartners worked on a PBL project in which each student chose an animal, which they then researched in computer lab. Students made a diorama of their animal's needs and habitat in cultural arts. Upon completion of the project, the students presented his or her project to other classes and teachers. Kindergarten students have been working hard on reading, writing, and math all year. They are writing in their journals every day, and they have also begun to type their stories on the computer, print them out, and display them in the school. The kindergartners have also planted a school garden.
PE with Mr. Wright is always fun and exciting at Knott's Island Elementary. The new dances, such as the Down South Shuffle and Who Let the Dogs Out, were fantastic. Also, the student development of locomotion, motor skills, and manipulative skills this year was incredible. Student application of these skills in lead-up games and activities was awe-inspiring to witness. What really put the icing on the cake this year was observing the students learn how to accept others that might have less ability and always remembering to treat everyone with respect.
In Mrs. Garner's cultural arts classes, fourth graders collaborated for Paper Walls, an installation piece based upon the works of Sandy Scotland. The piece is a representation of an engineer named Larry who becomes frustrated at his many mistakes. He completely covers his workspace with the balls of paper he has thrown into the trash. Fifth grade created a minimalist assemblage in the style of American artist Louise Nevelson. Each student painted wooden pieces and assembled them into individual boxes. All the boxes were then attached to create one large art installation. Fifth grade also expanded their use of lines, hatching, and cross-hatching by making masking tape murals. They worked individually or as a team sketching out their designs before taping their murals onto the walls and lockers. Third grade students tied in social studies with art by stitching quilt squares. Using examples of colonial-style quilts, they recreated the pattern using cross-stitch style threads sewn onto canvas squares.
The goal in Ms. Haskell's technology classes is to provide interactive media tools for students to create and present their learning in interesting ways. Fifth graders worked in groups to create an explorer's biography journal and presented it in Bite Slide. Fourth grade students created author vokies as first-person writing. In code this year, our fourth and fifth graders have written over 15,000 lines of code. K through third grade students received several lessons in code or programming logic games with the Bebot. Students have recently begun collaborative gaming in Minecraft. A new event, STEM Night at the Library, incorporated hands-on science, fun activities, and literature with our Fancy Nancy Stellar Stargazer Party. It was a great event for all.
Very nice. Mr. Wilson, if you would, on behalf of the board, thank everybody in Knott's Island that was involved in the video and involved in making the video. Very nice. Thanks again.
It was great.
Okay, next, work session review at 4:30 today. The board held a work session, and during that work session, we heard the 2016-2019 academically and intellectually gifted plan. We also received an agriculture update from Don Monroe, the Currituck Education Director, Daniel Meads, and Missy Swain, who are two of the teachers. We also heard about the landscape and tree project that we've involved the agriculture department in. And if you've been past the high school recently, you noticed that we cut down a lot of the shrubs out in front, and we asked the ag class to come up with a tree planting plan and shrub planting plan for that, which they presented to the board tonight. We also received an update on 2016 prom, the CCHS prom, and we received the first reading of many policy updates. Next, approval of the agenda, and before I ask for approval, we need to amend the agenda to include consent item number 8, And in accordance with Policy 6560, disposal of surplus property, board approval is requested to surplus a John Deere 3235A lawn tractor and offer it for sale for $2,500. This tractor has not been used for several years and is currently in non-running condition. Well, I hope whoever buys it can get it running. It is no longer necessary or desirable for school use, and the fair market value is $2,500. So with that, do I have a motion for approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Next, student school board member reports. Mary Kate, Sydney, and Katie.
Good evening. As this is Katie and I's last board meeting, I first want to express the gratitude I have for being able to serve on this board for the past 2 years. It's been a great learning experience for me, and I truly treasure our meetings that we've had over the last 2 years, and I do really appreciate it, and I appreciate the community for supporting the board and having us on this board, so I really appreciate that. But with that, I am announcing tonight for Shawboro Elementary, Currituck County Middle School, and Currituck County High School. So this week at Shawboro Elementary, they are celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week, as we are all across the county. Thank you to the board for their generation donation. Our PTO has provided several meals and snacks each day of the week. Thank you. The 4th grade class will be taking a trip to the Navy base in Elizabeth City tomorrow, May 6th. I know my little brother is really excited about that. He's been talking about it all week. Our 1st graders are headed to the Wildlife Center in Corolla on May 17th. We will also be opening the doors to our newest Mustangs on May 17th when our incoming kindergarten class, those who have registered, visit Shawboro. Our Student of the Month luncheon will be held on May 20th. Students and teachers are busy getting ready for their end-of-year tests. Testing begins on May 26th and concludes on June 3rd. If you are interested in serving as a proctor, please call 232-2237. For Currituck County Middle School, congratulations to the band and chorus as they both won superior ratings at King's Dominion this past Saturday. The chorus, under the direction of Mr. Cook, took first place in the middle school division, and the band received a superior rating under Mr. Copenhaver's direction. Noah Justice was the first chair in the All-State Orchestra and performed this past weekend in Raleigh. The Spring Sports Awards ceremony for baseball, softball, and track will be Thursday night, May 26th at 6 o'clock. Our spring band concert and barbecue dinner is May 12th at 6:30. You may buy $8 meal tickets May 12th, served from 4 to 7 by BJ's before the band concert. And the spring chorus musical called The Music of the Mouse for CCMS is May 19th and 20th at 6 o'clock. Award ceremonies for the end of the year will be at 8:30 on June 8th for 6th grade. 7th grade will be at 10 a.m. And then June 8th, the 8th grade awards ceremony will be Thursday, June 9th at 9 o'clock. Yearbooks are on sale for $30, and our girls' math team won first place at the algebra contest for the regionals this past month. And then last but not least, Currituck County High School. AP exams are in full swing at CCHS. I know that Sydney and I have both had our taste this past week, and we've got a couple more coming up, so just wish all the students best of luck in their testing. I'm also really excited about the Ffa Banquet that's tomorrow night, May 6th. Tickets are going to be $10 at the door, and the banquet will be catered by Topside Catering. Currituck FFA, I also, since it is my personal favorite, I do have to do a little brag about them. Last Friday, we had our regional rally at Beaufort County Community College, and Currituck FFA took home 3rd place in Introduction to Horticulture and Job Interview. They also took home 2nd place in creed speaking and extemporaneous public speaking, and Parliamentary Procedure and Agriculture Mechanics took home 1st place. All of these teams qualified for the state competition in June, and Allison Short, which is our chapter vice president, also earned a very prestigious position of regional officer for the Northeast region. So I'm very proud of our FFA chapter. Not that I'm biased or anything. The CCHS Band and Chorus will be holding their spring concert on Tuesday, May 10th at 7 p.m., so come out and support the talents of our students. Prom is just around the corner, and tickets go on sale next week for juniors and seniors. Once again, prom will be held at the Hilton Garden Inn at Kitty Hawk. It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and CCHS is celebrating its out-of-the-world staff with special treats each week. It's awards recognition ceremony season, and Underclassmen awards will be held on May 12th at 7 p.m., and senior recognition will be held on May 19th at 7 p.m. Please visit the event calendar located on the CCHS web page for a list of all awards and banquets coming up this month. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sydney for the last time.
Aw. Okay. Well, but first, I want to just say that we're really going to miss you guys. You guys have really been great in introducing me into all of this and teaching me how things go. It's really been nice. Good mentors. And also about the Currituck High Band and Chorus concert. For the first time in like 6 years, we're doing a concert or a song together. Like the band is going to play and the chorus is going to sing. So do come out. It is going to be great.
That's the last one. It's like the finale.
Yes, I'm so excited. But anyways, so I'm going to be doing Central Elementary, Griggs Elementary, Jarvisburg Elementary, and Knott's Island Elementary. So for Central Elementary, they say that our first week of May began by honoring our fantastic teachers. A huge thank you goes out to our Home and School Association, which has done a fantastic job of making sure that every teacher at Central has been recognized and honored this week for their hard work. Another huge thank you goes out to the Board of Education and Mr. Stefanik for their support in making our Teacher Appreciation Week events awesome. Other special events happening this month include Head Start will hold a special end-of-the-year program in the cafeteria on May 12th, directly following their lunch. We will honor our leaders at our Leadership Assembly on May 16th at 9:30. During that same assembly, the K through second grades have put together some uplifting words for our 3 through 5th students as they prepare for their end-of-grade assessments. On May 17th at 6:30, our 1st and 2nd grade students will be performing their spring concert with Mr. Pugh. Please come and support our students as they perform their musical, It's Easy Being Green. May 17th, 19th, and 20th will be our final Scholastic Book Fair for the year. This is a BOGO, which is Buy One, Get One event. On May 18th, Miss Mawini's AP Biology AP Chemistry classes from the high school will be visiting with hands-on science activities for our 5th graders. These activities are geared toward helping our 5th graders prepare for their science end-of-grade assessment. Then on May 20th, the 5th grade students will take some time to sharpen the saw when they travel to Currituck County Middle School to see their musical. On May 26th, we will kick off our testing season with the 5th grade online science end-of-grade assessment. Good luck, 5th grade. You're ready. Central Elementary wishes everyone a happy and safe Memorial Day. And for Griggs, Griggs is hosting their book fair this week that runs until May 10th. On May 19th, starting at 9 a.m., they will host their kindergarten open door event for all members of the class of 2019. For Jarvisburg Elementary, Jarvisburg Elementary's kindergarten through 2nd grade students will have their spring musical on May 11th at 6:30. Students and teachers are busy getting ready for end-of-grade tests. Science EOG for 5th grade students will be held on May 26th, followed by reading on June 1st and math on June 2nd. This week we are celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week. And for Knott's Island, they will be having a barbecue fried chicken takeout dinner this Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Tickets are $8 a plate. It is being catered by Southland. And their spring book fair will be May 16th through 20th. There will be a family reading night on May 19th from 5:30 to 6:30. And with that, I'll hand it to Katie.
Good evening. I need to borrow your computer because mine restarted. Okay. Anyway, this is kind of a bittersweet moment. I want to say thank you to the board for everything you've taught me and Mary Kate and all the adventures we have had. Certainly been a lot of them. I will not miss being the shortest one for group pictures. But I will miss the people that I've got to know and all the things I've learned. So thank you for all you've done. I remember the first board meeting I went to, they handed out James the Giant Peach book to everyone. And I turned to Alexandra and I said, we're required to read? I did not know that signing up for this. And she reassured me that we weren't required to read, and I don't know if I read that book or not. But, so that's just some of the cool learning experiences I've had through it. And I get this little gift, right? Right? Okay.
Yeah, we can't give it to anybody else. He's got the wrong name on it.
That's true. So I get to announce Moyock Middle School, Moyock Elementary School, and my favorite JP Knapp for the last time. For Moyock Middle, they had 5 students travel to Fayetteville for a Algebra 1 competition. Grant Landreth finished 10th in the state, becoming the highest finisher in the history of the school. Their boys' track team finished first in the conference for the season, and their girls finished second. Baseball and softball continue to play games, weather permitting, and are looking forward to playoffs, which are beginning to schedule for the week of the 9th. Their spring band concert will be on the 17th at 6:30, and their spring sports award will be on the 19th at 6:30. Award ceremonies will be as follows: June 6th for the 6th graders at 6 p.m., 7th grade June 7th at 6 p.m., and 8th grade June 8th at 6 p.m. For Moyock Elementary, I don't really know where it is. Okay, here it is. They're all scattered. There are many reasons to celebrate Moyock Elementary this month. First of all, they want to thank their teachers and staff who give so much to make the school a great place to work and learn. Also, they have 3 students who will be recognized next week for their participation in the asthma poster contest, and their ballad book team was victorious. They had an extremely successful PTA fun day, jogathon, whatever that is. You know what that is? Jogathon? Oh, interesting. Okay. Now they are preparing for end-of-year events. They are ready for K event is scheduled for May 11th at 9, and their rising 6th graders will be touring Moyock Middle at 1:15. Their kindergarten program is scheduled for June 6th at 9th, and their 1st through 2nd grade award program is scheduled for 1 that afternoon. On Wednesday, June 8th, they will present awards to our 3rd and 4th graders at 9, and our 5th graders will be recognized at 1. After that, summertime will be calling us. All of us, not just them. And for my favorite of all, JP Knapp, we have much going on. COA exams begin Monday of this week. We are not thrilled. COA graduation, which is much more exciting, will be held on Wednesday, May 11th at 6 in the Performing Arts Center on COA's Elizabeth City campus. The JP Knapp Underclassmen Awards Assembly will be held on Thursday, May 12th at 2:30 in the gym. Baccalaureate will be held on Sunday, May 15th at 4:30 in the Media Center. Their exams for JP Knapp high school classes will be May 16th through the 20th. Senior recognition night will be Tuesday, May 17th at 6 in the gym. And JP Knapp graduation, let me comment on that, which I'm very thrilled. And I'm not the only one. I'm guessing Mary Kate's excited for her graduation. Will be Friday, May 20th, which is in 15 days, at 7 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center on COA's Elizabeth City campus. And to go along with graduation, we have a very special announcement, and it is that we are honored to announce that the North Carolina State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Dr. June Atkinson, will be our graduation speaker for the year.
Oh, nice.
Good. So, with that being said, I'm out.
Okay, Mary Kate, Katie, Sydney, thank you. At this time, I would like the board and Mr. Stefanik and Sydney to join me down front as we honor our 2 departing student school board members, Mary Kate and Katie.
I always have to stand in front of you.
She's used to being told to stand in the front, that's why.
Really. Before I begin, I would just like to say it was a real honor working with Katie and Mary Kate, student school board members for 2 years. And at this time, I'd like to present each one of you a plaque. And this one is presented to Mary Kate Morgan, student board member 2014 to 2016, in appreciation for proudly serving and representing the students of Currituck County Schools. Presented by the Currituck County Board of Education, May 5th, 2016. Congratulations, Mary Kate. And you're going to continue your education at North Carolina State University?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Don't look back.
Okay, next, this plaque is presented to Katie Phillips, student school board member, 2014-2016, in appreciation for proudly serving and representing the students of the Currituck County Schools, presented by the Currituck County Board of Education, May 5th, 2016. Congratulations. It's a good semester. And you're going to continue your education at East Carolina University? Okay. Good luck to both of you, and thank you once again for being student school board members. Okay, was somebody going to take a...
Yes, Virginia was going to take a couple of pictures.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
No. All right, you be looking.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to take this one.
I needed a little one.
And Mary Kate, as Katie found out, you get to keep the name plaque there.
So exciting.
You can carry that through your whole career or just keep it on your desk.
I think when I go to college the first day, I'm just going to like put it in front of me so my professor.
Take it from class to class. Yeah.
That's great. As you heard in a couple of the presentations from the schools, that the school board honored the teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week. And Mr. Stefanik, would you like to tell them what we did?
Sure. The school district set aside some money, and we gave each school building a check from the Board of Education. We had the regular check that can be used at most banks in the area, and we had the Ed McMahon type big check that was presented to each school that they could hang up, and it's like a thank you card from the district administration and the Board of Education. We like to thank all the teachers and the staff members for the work that they do with our students every day. Our students grow and develop because of our teachers' efforts, and we don't say thank you enough. And so we want to take this opportunity in public session to say thank you to all of our teachers and our staff members.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Can I make one comment on that, Dr. Dobney?
Sure.
As you noticed, one of the field trips approved was for the state golf championships, and Currituck was honored to have one member of the golf team qualify for the state championships. Nicholas Lapham, and he'll be traveling to Foxfire Golf Resort, I believe, in either Pinehurst or Southern Pines, that general area, to participate in the state championships. So good luck to him as he moves on.
Really? Thank you. Next item, public comment session. Did anybody sign up, Ms. Jones? Nobody signed up, so we'll go to the next item, which is information items. Our next work session will be June 30th, 2016, and that's to close out our school year, and that will be held at the Professional Learning Center. And our next Board of Education meeting will be June 30th at the Historic Courthouse, but I think we're going to change that to the Professional Learning Center, if I'm not mistaken. And time's pending, depends on, when we can get our finance officer there, and it'll probably be first thing in the morning. Next, board member comments. Ms. Kraft, we'll start with you.
Yes. First of all, I want to also say that I am so thankful and grateful for each teacher and staff member and just one of the things I saw the other day that said, not all superheroes wear capes, and our teachers definitely are superheroes, and we're really grateful for that. I really haven't done anything this month as far as visiting any of the schools. My husband's been ill, and so I've been at home being Nurse Cratchit. But he's better, and so I expect to be out and about in the next few days. So thank you very much.
Okay, Ms. Gaddis?
Okay. This month I did a few things. I attended the Ag Day, Agricultural Day for the high school. That was fun and entertaining, and the kids were having a blast. All of our third graders go over, and I saw a number of the board members there and superintendent, and it was an interesting day. And if you ever get the chance to go out and check out the presentation they put on, it's amazing, and organized, very organized with all those kids. It was really impressive. We had a Title I meeting that Assistant Superintendent Ms. Sandy Kinsel put on, where some of our staff, along with parents and different people in the area, got to talk about the different services we've got going on for our kids. So I got to be a part of that. That was really interesting. It was great to see that feedback coming from our community. Ms. Kinsel did a great job with that. Also, my daughter was one of the people that got to attend the Fancy Nancy Stargazer events at the Knott's Island Elementary. She was amazed by it. Every kid that went loved it. They had an astronomer there teaching them about the stars and making constellations and things like that. It was a great event. And then our educational ministries group wrapped up today. This was their last meeting for this school year. We're still looking for any of the churches and anybody that wants to be involved. The meetings will resume in August, and we want anybody and everybody in the district to be involved. I want to say thank you to the teachers and all of our staff and administration that supports our kids. You guys make such a huge difference in the lives of these students. You're creating who they're going to be, and I think that's just such an important job, all the way from our custodians, bus drivers, all the way up. I know it says teacher appreciation, but we really appreciate every one of you guys, and we thank everybody for everything they do. Let's see. Also, I'd like to thank Mackey Island Wildlife Foundation from Knott's Island. They sponsored the entire Knott's Island Elementary School to go to the zoo this past month. So every kid from kindergarten through 5th grade got to go over to the Norfolk Zoo, and they really enjoyed themselves. And then last, I just want to say that we're really going to miss you ladies, and we wish the best for you. And y'all know if you ever need anything from any of us, all you got to do is let us know, and we will be there to help. But you guys have been great, and we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Etheridge?
Yes, Mary Kate and Katie, I have enjoyed serving with you. And it just amazes me, the young students that we get to serve on this board. Y'all are going to go places. You're going to do great things in life, and we're so proud of you as a board, and we wish you the best. And congratulations on your upcoming graduation. Can't wait to be there to witness that. I, too, was able to attend the Ag Day. I took 2 of our 4 grandchildren with me. I walked like 16,000 steps that day on my Fitbit, because every time we would go see the chickens, then they wanted to go back to the playground. So they were making fun of me today, because every time they saw me, I was on the hayride, because I kept hitching a ride to go back around. But we had a wonderful day, and it's just so nice to see all the young 3rd graders participating in that event, and to see it all come together and the organization behind it. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we thank you for everything that y'all did to put that event on. Thank you very much.
Mr. Simmons?
Katie and Mary Kate, one of the toughest jobs that a board member has is interviewing the students who come to want to be on our student school board. And 2 years ago, when we interviewed y'all, we sat around and it was almost instantly, we knew who we wanted. And to see you guys 2 years later become graduates of Currituck County, it's nice. You got big shoes that were behind you. If you look at some of the students who are our student school board members now are coming back as teachers. We've got, I know one who's going into politics. It's just well, that's what he said in his speech, and now he's involved in politics. But it's amazing the kids that we've had come through as student school board members and what they've done. And like I said, I know you two are going to do great things. It's been really nice having you. Next, the prom's coming up. Please, parents, please talk to your children about being careful. It's the end of the school year. We want all of our kids to go to the prom and have a good time and come home. Please tell them to be careful, careful, careful. Last but not least is Teacher Appreciation Day. People who are not in education have no idea what it takes to run a school system. Not only the teachers, but our central office. I was sitting here just jotting down, from central office to custodians to cafeteria workers to bus drivers, even the substitute teachers that come in. Just people have no idea what it takes to educate our children here in this county. And just a couple days of patting our teachers on the back is great, but needs to be done a whole lot more, because a teaching is a job that you're not doing it for the money. Believe me, you're not doing it for the money, and people on this board understand. But I just want to say thank you to all of the people who help run our school system here in Currituck.
Thank you. Last month I failed to mention that I attended Once on This Island, which was another Buddy White production. Fantastic production. Yes, it was just incredible. Also, this last month I volunteered twice at Griggs Elementary School to help 3 Hispanic-speaking children trying to learn English, which is a real interesting objective in and of itself. I have to mention this, I was in the store the other day, and the cashier, stopped me and said, "Are you the bus person?" I said, "Well," said, "I'm on the Board of Education," and the lady they happened to be checking out said, "Well, that's close enough." But anyway, she said she just wanted to compliment one of our bus drivers, lady that drives bus 3. I think her name is Liz Cody at Griggs Elementary School. And it's not that often that they stop board members to tell them, good things about different employees. But I thought, that was really nice. And she said that she always greets her daughter every day when she gets on the bus. And she said even sometimes she says she gets home a little bit late, and the bus driver will watch her daughter go into the house to make sure she's okay before she leaves. So just want to give a shout out to Liz Cody, Griggs Elementary bus driver. I too attended Ag Day. That's 4th consecutive year for me, and it just amazes me, how organized it is every year and what the kids get to visit and what they learn. And that's every 3rd grader in the whole county that goes there. And it lasts, 2 hours, Mary Kate? From like 10 to 12?
Yes, sir. It lasts from about 10 to 1:30 is what we plan for, but some skip out early, like Knott's Island has to go back, obviously. But from 10 to 1 pretty much is instructional.
Well, that includes their lunch and stuff too,
Yes.
right? Okay. Okay, with that, Mary Kate, Katie, once again, it was great having you as student school board members. Good luck. And do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.